Well, Crayola has been at the forefront of creativity for years as we put our designs to paper. Now the company is looking to pay it back. Miriam Tapia has the story.
Since 1903, Crayola has been inspiring creativity to kids all over the world. 40 years ago, Crayola started their Dream Makers campaign, where they collected children's artwork, which was displayed in museums and galleries across the country. Now the company is returning those original pieces to the kids who created them with their campaign for creativity. Barbara Avalon is one Miami resident that was lucky enough to reunite with her painting.
So it wasn't until about 35 years later that I had been contacted by Crayola, and it was via a text message. And my first instinct was calling Crayola to find out, hey,
is this real?
Is this real? or are you guys, is my information out there on the internet?
Yeah.
And thankfully, it was a real campaign.
A former student at Royal Palm Beach Elementary, and at 10 years old, Barb painted a piece called Flying with Birds in My Hair.
What were you thinking when you were putting crayon to paper?
I have this thing called aphantasia. And aphantasia doesn't allow me to see in my mind what I want to draw. So what was I thinking when I did this? I can only imagine I would be thinking the same thing now, which is, what does a face look like? And then just kind of go from there. My mom collected birds, and my dad is a pilot. So I would say I was thinking a little bit of both of my parents and just putting out there a little bit of myself as well.
Yeah, so I was reading a little bit about the description is that your mom played a heavy inspiration in the painting. Can you talk to me more about that?
Sure. So mom, like I said, mom collected birds, and she was a huge part of my life while I had her. And, there's not a day that goes by that I'm not thinking about the impact that she had in my life and in the life of those around me. I love thinking about mom,
celebrating her.
Celebrating all the time. And there are times where, you kind of miss and get a pang of, grief, but I still celebrate those moments because it's just a reminder of how much we loved each other.
I think that picture says it all too. The picture says 1,000 words, which is great. Do you think this was like a reunion with her when you found the drawing again?
Now I do.
Yeah.
Every moment every small morsel that I get, I always feel like mom has a part of it. So undoubtedly, yes. I didn't really think of it from that perspective, but thank you for giving me that little nugget.
You inspired me, I guess, what you were saying about creativity, because I don't feel like I have a creativity bone in my body, but I can create one, right?
So I think you hit the nail on the head, Miriam, is that really to rediscover creativity within yourself, even if you don't feel like you are creative. That's one of the main takeaways that I have with the campaign for creativity, is that it's more than just arts and crafts. It's more than drawing. It really is what you create and the problems that you solve on a day-to-day.
That was Miriam Tapia reporting. That's going to do it for South Florida Live. See you tomorrow.